guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kristen and welcome if this is your first time stopping by. I know I am a little bit late to uploading my video this week, but I pre-filmed a video with my cousin that I want to upload really badly, but it's long, and so in order to upload that, I need to upload this in time for a weekly video, and that one will be coming later. So I actually have been planning this video for a little while. For the past couple weeks, I was hearing about a new brand that was coming to the drugstore, and from what I understand, it's only at CVS, and it's a new drugstore priced brand. The brand is called JOAH. I want to say that's what it's called. This is like the logo, if you guys can see that. And it is inspired by K-Beauty, so it's not all the same products that you would usually see in a drugstore. It's not going to carry really heavy full coverage foundations. They don't have crazy colors. It's all very neutral. They have like a BB cushion, BB creams. So there's a ton of stuff. Now I am going to haul the items that I got and put them on as we go through the video as kind of a first impressions, but I do want to just let you guys know that I did not pick up any highlighters, or there's a couple of like blush and bronzing sets, and there's also some more expensive foundations. There's a lot of products in this line. There's so many lip products, it's almost impossible to try every single item from the line, and I did pay for all of this with my own money, so it can get pretty costly. However, if you guys do like this video and you want to know more about the brand, I will love to hear from you, and I will go and try those other items if you guys are interested. The most expensive item that I saw that they have was, I think, $15.99, and it was for the highlighter set, and there was also, I think the cushion foundation was also $15.99, but the most expensive item that I have in this haul is $9.99, and it is the eyeshadow palette. My bad. So without getting too chatty into this video, I just want to jump in and start testing out these products and see what I think, because I'm really excited to start incorporating more K-Beauty brands on this channel. I have discovered a lot of K-Beauty stuff, especially at CVS. They've been starting to carry some brands. I don't know if it's like nationwide or if it's just like locally, but where I live, they started carrying some other brands. Like, for example, there's this new brand called Peri Para, I want to say. I don't know if that's exactly how to pronounce it, but this brand I've been trying out a lot. And there's also another brand, it's this one, Eco Soul, and these are just brands that they're starting to carry at CVS, and I've been getting really into it, but this is actually a full line, and so I was super excited to try out this brand. So we're gonna start with face, as I usually do in my normal routine, and they had a range of glowy items to make your skin look glowy and youthful, which is very Asian beauty inspired. And then they also did have some of the mattifying stuff. And because I have oilier skin, even though I know that that is more traditionally K-Beauty is like glowy skin, I wanted to try the mattifying items. So for me, I got the JOAH Selfie Ready Mattifying Primer. And I don't know if this is a tinted primer, if it's clear, we'll have to find out. But this is mattifying, it's paraben-free and oil-free. And it looks like it is in connection to Kiss, like the Kiss lashes. That brand is the brand that created this, because that's what it says on the back. It says manufactured by Kiss products. So I'm gonna take off this plastic. So this is the packaging. It is a matte gray packaging with the label on it. It has like some mint green hues, or lime green, I guess. And it looks like it's just a squeezy tube. It does have a very good secure, like clean like labeling and packaging, I mean. So it looks like this might be a white primer, so I'm just going to squeeze some out into my hand. It's got a thicker consistency, and it's actually sort of clear, so I'm wondering if this is silicone based, because that's kind of what it feels like. Oh, whoa. So it's actually super sticky feeling, but it immediately mattified my face. So I'm wondering if this is something that you could put on before or after your foundation, similar to the Becca mattifying primer, where it kind of like can re-mattify your face throughout the day, because this is really mattifying. Interesting. I did not expect that at all. So for foundation, I picked up the JOAH Truly Yours Natural Finish Foundation Drop. I honestly don't know if this is my shade. They didn't have a ton of options, and they definitely didn't have any deeper options. So for all of you deeper skinned women and men, the line is really geared towards lighter skin because Asian beauty is usually geared that way. I know that like if they're bringing it to the drugstores in America, then they should probably consider more skin types, but and skin tones I mean, but they kind of went without doing that. So everything is like suction closed with this plastic. I've never tried a dropper foundation before, so I'm very interested to see how this is going to apply. I am planning on using a sponge. I have a purple beauty blender that I'm gonna use. Okay, so I started to put the foundation on my skin and it literally dripped all down my shirt. So I had to throw that in the wash, and this is the first thing I could grab. So I wouldn't recommend dropping it on your face. That's not gonna work, and this foundation is way too light for me right now, but we're just gonna make do because I'm not going through the trouble to pick a foundation, and plus this one was a little bit darker than most of them, so I'm just gonna spray it onto the, or put it onto the sponge and apply it this way. So this is supposedly a very natural light finish foundation. It doesn't say how much coverage you're gonna get, but so far I would say it's maybe a medium coverage, and it's really easy to blend because it is a very liquidy foundation. I can almost guarantee this is a water-based foundation because of how liquidy it is. I don't know about this packaging. I'm not a big fan of this like whole dropper trend because I'm not a clean person and it'll get everywhere. So it's way too light for my skin. My first impression of this foundation is that it's incredibly liquidy and it doesn't really set. It just kind of feels like sticky on my face, and I'm not really used to that because most of my foundations are fuller coverage and they're mattifying, and this just feels very wet. I would say it doesn't cling to any dry patches on my face. It doesn't emphasize my pores. It just literally does look like your skin, but like color corrected. So it has a nice finish, but I just don't like this feeling of like having wet skin. It's not really my thing. But if that's something that you guys like, then you might like this foundation. It did apply really easily, very easy to blend, and that's all I really can say so far. I don't know about wearability. I'm not gonna be able to wear this for super long today, but we will see. So now I'm gonna be trying the concealer. They had two concealers. One was full coverage and one was this dark circle concealer, which I was very intrigued by because I have dark under eye circles and it seemed like something different that you haven't seen before. So it's really cool. It kind of comes, it looks very similar to the Maybelline one. I can't think of what it's called right now. But this one is much bigger. It has the same kind of like twisty tie thing with the sponge. I don't know how much I'm gonna have to twist it. Oh, okay. You can actually see inside where it's coming through. So that's kind of cool. I got mine in the shade Natural Ivory, and I forgot to tell you, in the foundation I got shade Natural Beige. So this one looked like it was more of a pinky tone concealer, and I think that that would work best for under eye circles because pink kind of cancels out the purple tones, and it also will act as a brightener. I am also going to use this concealer to kind of highlight the face. The applicator is actually kind of nice. I know it's not the most hygienic applicator, but it's a thicker sponge. You don't feel like it's absorbing too much product. So I'm just going to blend this out. So I really like this concealer so far. I like that it has a lighter coverage. It almost kind of seems like a really good foundation or a good concealer for those like no makeup days where you just want a little bit of brightness under the eyes but you don't want to put a whole face of makeup on. So it looks really nice. It blended super easily, super smooth, but it's also, again, a very wet product. So for me personally, I have to set these items because this will literally melt off my face. So I'm gonna go off camera and set my powder, or set my concealer and my foundation with powder like I usually do. There is a foundation powder, or there is a powder, I'm sorry, I cannot talk. There is a loose powder that they have in the collection. There's 3 shades. There's pink, banana, and translucent. But they're loose powders, and I usually use pressed powders, so I did pass on those. But if you guys want to see those in the future, just let me know. But I'm just going to go set my foundation off camera, and I will be right back. I also went ahead and put blush off camera because I did not pick up a blush, bronzer, or highlighter, but in true K-Beauty fashion, I just wanted to do blush because they aren't really into bronzer and highlighter and all that. They just want really natural, youthful looking skin. I do want to say that after putting the powder on my skin, it literally looks like I have no foundation on. It looks so smooth and literally like you are a doll, like porcelain skin. And that is something that they are really into, so it looks incredible. My face looks so smooth and like flawless, and I'm just completely obsessed. I guess we are going to move on to eyes, and I picked up the Birthday Suit Eyeshadow Bear eyeshadow palette, and they had 2 of them. One was a little bit more of a all browns. This one had some red tones. So this is what the palette looks like. You open it, there's no mirror, and it just has those shades. Across here there's a little overlay, and it looks like these are all mostly, there's all shimmers except for one matte. So I did pick up an eyeshadow brush from them. They had a couple of brushes. They had a fan brush, a powder brush, an eyeshadow brush, which I picked up because this is a really small one, and I think it'll be good for getting those little smaller corners of the eye. And then they also have the brow brush. So I picked this up, but I probably won't be using this today because I bought a brow pencil. But I'm just going to go and kind of play with this, mostly because they're all shimmery. There's really not too much I can do, but I'm going to take this color called Baby Doll right here, and I'm not even going to prime my lids. I want to see how these perform without primer and see where this goes. This color is very pretty, and this brush is really, really nice. It gets really close. You can get into this little inner corner really easily, which is nice. And even without primer, that looks like absolutely beautiful. I am getting fallout on my face, but that's to be expected. I'm going to take this color called Rose with the same brush. I'm going to deepen the outer half of the lid and just kind of maybe bring that into the crease a bit. This is more of like a rosy golden shade, but these are coming out really, really nice. They are super shimmery, but they're kind of like a little tiny shimmer, so it's nothing crazy. It almost looks like you're getting that kind of glossy lid effect, which is really nice. Love that brush. I would definitely recommend that brush. I am going to take a little bit of a fluffy brush for the crease. I'm going to take this shade called Birkin. And this is like a deep plummy brown, and I'm just going to focus that right in this outer V area, just to smoke it out. If you hear that noise in the background, that is my laundry, so just ignore it. I know it sounds really crazy, but I had to do my laundry since I just got the foundation on my shirt. Ooh, I'm getting a lot of fallout from this color, but there is quite a bit of pigment, so I can't complain too much. For a drugstore, you're getting quite a bit of pigment, which is actually really, really nice. I am going to I dragged it out a little further than I usually do because I am going to be doing a winged eyeliner. I know, shocking, but I needed to kind of play with some of their eyeliners. They have so many to pick from. I'm also going to bring this down underneath the lash, and I'm going to bring it all the way in. Kind of going for like a smoky, brownie look, I don't really know. And so that's all I'm really going to do. But from what I can tell, these shadows are really, really nice. You get a lot of shadow in each pan, which is beautiful, and I like that it's just a small little thing. Like, I could bring this to Disney and throw it in there, and it's just, I feel like it's really secure. The next thing would be the eyeliner, and I got the felt tip liquid eyeliner. There were also quite a few options. There was a liquid, like a brush tip liquid eyeliner, and like a marker eyeliner one, which had a longer tip. So I got this one because this one had a smaller tip, and I think they each came in brown and black, so I got black. It says shake well before use, and even inside of the box it has plastic, so again with that really secure packaging. Shaking this really, really well, and I'm going to try to do a small winged liner. So this is the tip on here. It's pretty tiny. I'm not the most skilled at applying eyeliner, so we shall see. I'm going to line it up towards my brow. Do the same on this one. That was super easy to apply. I don't know, they're not completely even, but it's okay for right now. I don't really, because I'm not going anywhere. They also did have pencil liners, so they had a lot of eyeliners to pick from. But I really like that actually. I think that worked really well. So this is one of my favorites so far. And then I also picked up a mascara. I got the Volume and Length mascara. They had, I want to say 4 or 5 options to pick from. And I really like all this packaging. It's like pastels and green and gold. It's just really, really pretty. And the packaging on this mascara, like, may I say, that is so beautiful. I love this like cap with this column detail. It's really, really nice. So I just realized that I usually do brows first, so I'm going to skip and do the brows. So skipping to the brows, I got the Precision Brow Pencil. They had so many brow products to pick from, but the weird thing about them is that the colors are very hard to tell like what's going to work for you. So this shade was the lightest. It was called Cool Brown, and I'm really hoping that it's actually like a cool brown color, because based off the color on the lid, which I will show you in a second, it looks like it's like a warm auburn brown. So I'm really, really worried about that. But this was the only one that I, like, from words, I like the words that were the description of it that I thought would work. Everything else was really, really dark. So this one has a spoolie on one end and the brow product on the other. This does look like it may be a good brow product, so let's give it a go. I am going to start these on camera, and then I will probably cut and do them when they're done, because this takes me a long time, so I'm not going to make you guys sit through all this, and we shall see how this goes. So this is the best I could do. I would say that this is a good product for natural brow days, but this isn't really my cup of tea. I usually like to do a little bit of a darker brow, and this is a really hard pencil to work with, to be honest. Yeah, so this is the result I got from using it. I guess it's really based off of preference, like what you guys like. This is just something that I would say I would skip over if I were you guys. So yeah, now moving on to mascara. We're gonna try this mascara out. Whoa, okay. First, it's really messy, and second, it looks like there's these small fibers, so maybe this has like fibers that you kind of brush through. Does it say on the box? No? So let's just give it a go and see what happens. Okay, so that is after I applied 4 coats of the mascara. It really doesn't build up, and the fibers in the lash mascara really hurt my eyes. So I'm not going to do any more of that. It does add length, but in all honesty, that is a total pass. So the last things I have to try are all lip products. They had such a wide variety of lip products, and I really wanted to try a lot of them. So the first one I got is a matte gel lipstick in the shade Honey, which I'm going to show you guys first. Then I got a Tintation lip stain in the shade Eye Candy. These are all very neutral, as you guys can probably tell. And the last one I got is a matte liquid lipstick called Wat-a-matte, and this is in the shade Pink Smoothie. So what I was really intrigued about was this jelly lipstick. I'm not quite sure what this means or what a gel lipstick is. So I was very intrigued by this idea to see how this would be different than a regular lipstick. So it just comes out like a regular kind of lipstick. Smells really good. It smells like candy. It's a really good matte shade. I don't really see any like gel tint or jelly formula. This is still a matte lipstick. As you can see, it's very matte on the lips. So I'm not really sure like what the gel aspect of it is, but overall I think it's a really good matte lipstick. It feels very comfortable on the lips, and they have a lot of color options, so this is really, really cool. I'm going to take this off and then try on the next product. Okay, the next one I'm going to try out is the matte liquid lipstick, and if you can tell, there's a theme. They like their matte liquid lips, so I'm going to try this one out. Just a basic doe foot applicator. This one doesn't really have a smell. The applicator is pretty flexible. So without dipping back in, this is the color payoff, which I think is really, really nice. Love this color as well. This is more of a pinky color, but if I wanted to make this more nude, I could actually mix the two items together, the first two lip products, and I think that would be like a perfect nude shade. It's actually very comfortable. It dries really fast. It is seeping into the lines, if you guys can see that. So I would say that this is going to be one of those items that is going to crack off really easily. So it's probably not the most long wearing or perfect liquid lipstick out there, but it does work. I'd have to try it out for a long period of time, but I really want to try out the lip stain. So even with that on my lips for only a couple seconds, it was completely dry before I took it off, and it did easily come off. So that does say a little bit about the longevity of it. So trying out the last item, this is the lip stain called Tintation. And let's see. So this smells kind of weird. It's really super light. I don't know how to describe it. Like watery based. This is a really beautiful nude shade. I wonder how it dries down. It might dry down to a matte look, or it might just kind of stay like a cream sheen sort of look. Not really sure, but I think I like this formula the best out of all three liquid lip products that I tried. And again, they even had more in their range, but I could only try so many. But this is really comfortable on the lips. I could wear this. It doesn't feel like you're even having anything on your lips, so it's easy to talk. It's like you literally don't feel anything. It's crazy. But it does feel really, really moisturizing, and if it does do a lip stain, then you would have a beautiful shade on your lips for the entire day. Before I do my final thoughts, there is one item I wanted to share with you guys. They had a couple of setting sprays, and I got the Matte Me Down Selfie Ready setting spray. And it looks like this. Sorry, it has a gold top, so I'm going to squirt my face. Oh. So after trying out all of these products, I do definitely have some that I absolutely love and will try again and again and use. Then I also have some that I really don't like and I will never use and I don't recommend. So let's start with the don't likes. The foundation is very liquidy and almost really hard to apply because it's not something that the packaging works with like your natural like movement. Like if you were to pour this into your hand, it'd be really liquidy and hard to apply. But on the positive side, it is a lightweight foundation, and when you set it with powder, it literally just looks like your skin. But this is just something that I'm personally not into, but that doesn't mean that you guys won't like it. I just do not like this. Other than the foundation, I strongly dislike this mascara. It didn't do anything to my lashes. It hurts my eyes with all those like weird fibers, and I will never use this again. Honestly, this is a total trash item for me, and I really don't like this. It's not that their other mascaras might be great, might be wonderful. I just happen to pick one that really doesn't work with me. If this is something that you guys like, that fiber kind of mascara, which I usually do, then you might want to try it out. It's just that these fibers are really falling and they're hurting my eyes. It's really irritating my eyes, so this is just personally something I will never use again. Those were the only two that I strongly disliked. However, the concealer I really, really like. I'm going to play with it a little bit more, and I might, you know, share more in a favorites video coming up. So this is definitely something that I think I'm going to keep working with. I actually really, really like this eyeliner. It does stay shiny, so it's not a matte liquid liner, but this was super easy to work with, and I usually don't even wear eyeliner, and this was like a dream. So I really, really love this. I love these eyeshadows. I think that the pigmentation of them is beautiful. They look so, so stunning on the lid. And remember, I didn't even apply any primer, so this is full color coming from these shadows. The brush that I used for the eyeshadow, beautiful. I needed a brush like this in my collection, and I could not be happier because it has such a small little head. It's so easy to get into that inner corner. This will probably be the perfect inner corner highlight brush, and I am stoked about this brush. The brow pencil, oh, that was another one. I will never use this brow pencil ever. This is, like, it hurt my eyebrows putting it through, and it didn't even show up really in my, like, brows. Like, you can't even see it. It doesn't even look like I have anything in my brows, which I know some people like that look, but for me personally, right now it looks like I have no eyebrows, and I feel like my face is naked, and I just don't like it. So I will probably not use that one, or if I do pick it up again in a darker color, but it is really hard to tell what color is good for you because of the packaging is really misleading with the color collection. But then my last 3 items I want to talk to you about are the lip products. This matte lipstick is very, very comfortable to wear. I really, really like this. I want to try out another color or keep working with this one. The matte liquid lipstick, however, is no, like you can pass on this one. Specifically because the Wet n Wild liquid lipsticks are the same price or maybe cheaper, and they are way better quality. They last a lot longer and they don't seep into those fine lines. So this is a definite pass for me. But this lip tint, or the lip stain Tintation, lip stain, it's called the Tintation, sorry. This is incredible. I love this. It's not seeping into my lines. My lips look really, really nice. It's super comfortable. I don't feel like I'm wearing anything on my lips, and yet I do. It's just so, so great. So this is a total 100% try this product. But that is all I have. The spray is kind of a pass. The primer, I can't honestly tell you how great it is or how bad it is because I didn't wear the foundation long enough, and I will have to see how it wears. But I will try that with my regular foundation, and then I would be able to tell a lot easier. So I will give you guys an update on that. But overall, I think that this has some gems, and there's definitely some passes. So it's really preference of, you know, who's using the products. But I gave you guys my thoughts. What do you guys think based on what you saw in this video? What things are you gonna try to pick up or try out, or what are you guys gonna pass on? I'd love to hear all of your thoughts in the comments down below. I thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching this video. I love you guys all so, so much, and have a great day. Bye, guys.